before you ball, because we'll whistles and money jingle jangles and screams.
Buffie Purselle, infinitely.
Welcome to Just Being Buffy YouTube channel. We're all things crawl before you ball, all things personal finance, generational wealth, credit, tax, and if your fave Bravo Liberty gets on my nerves or gets into any financial or tax problems, you know Auntie Buffy's going to talk about it because obviously I'm obsessed with Bravo. I always have been, even before I was a one-hit wonder on there. All right, so if you haven't done so already, please follow my page. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my live financial pop-ups. And what happens is I usually do it around noon, but I don't really announce what day of the week it's going to be. And it's a call-in show. And so you don't have to show your face, and I'll answer financial questions, given that, you know, that was my career for 20 years. And now I'm retired and bored, as they say. So I'm doing this for fun. All right. Comment, like, share, do all the things that y'all do on YouTube. I'm new to YouTube, and I appreciate all of y'all who have followed us as of yet. So let's get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Ciao. Like, I thought Kathy was going to be like the main thing, but for me, it was Garcelle, more of Garcelle. Like, they started the show off talking about Jax and Erica cursing him out, a 14-year-old young Black child, for coming to pick up flowers to take home from his mom's party because she was drunk. And like, I still don't see that Erica feels bad about that at all. Like, it's this Bravolology where they've all taught to just say sorry and keep it popping, and they don't have to actually mean that they're sorry. Just say sorry, it was wrong, and keep it moving. And that's kind of the energy that I got from Erica, not like mortification that she upset this woman's child. And I was 100% here for Garcelle saying, if I had done that to Dorit's children, if I had done that to whatever that little girl's name is, Mauricio and Kyle's daughter, it would be a totally different thing. And she's right on many levels, because it would have been a recalcitrant, loud, ghetto Black woman. There wouldn't have been a pass because you're going through a lot and because you've been drinking. Erica definitely got the pass on that. And I don't think enough was done or said about that whole situation. And like, you know, if she would have apologized in a genuine way, you know, but no, she's still like doubling down. Like, I mean, it happened, darling. I was lashing out at everyone. Everybody else was a 14-year-old young man. And then, like, low key, what's up with Mauricio laughing, talking about, well, really, Kyle, Dorit, PK, and Mauricio laughing about the issue when Kyle brings it up when they're having their little separate dinner at her home. And Mauricio saying, I'm glad she did that. What you mean by that, Mauricio? What you mean you glad that Erica, a white woman in her 50s, is talking crazy to a 14-year-old child that happens to be Black? I'm just curious. Biracial child. I'm curious, because let's not forget that you was Mexican, Mauricio, and your children biracial as well. And in any, you're white presenting Mexican passing. But, you know, let's not forget that in any other conversation, they could be referring to your child in the same way. I'm just saying. They kill me how they get some money and then all of a sudden, you know, they forget from whence they came. Your kid's biracial too, Mauricio. Anyway, if looks could kill, Garcelle giving Erica, baby, they were amazing. And then Dorit, you didn't help. You didn't help. You didn't really, like, oh, you said you went off on her at dinner afterwards. but you went to dinner with her afterwards. Like I would have been like, yo, bitch, I'm done with you, Erica. You done had too much. You need y'all took her to dinner after that. So if she was okay enough to go to dinner, then she was in her right mind when she told that when she cussed out that 14-year-old young black boy. That's all I'm saying. If she was good enough to go off to dinner after that, if she was well enough to carry her behind the dinner, then she wasn't that inebriated. Um, I also don't like the fact that really not much has been given to the whole Erica saying she don't give a F about them darn people and all she cares about is herself. That speech. Like I feel like they act like that never happened. Like I think Rena and Erica were brilliant into pivoting into sister drama with Kyle and Kathy to get the heat off of Erica in that statement because it was horrific. Horrific. Not to mention when Erica was asked tonight about that behavior, and she used the analogy, or last night, she used the analogy of being on a plane and needing to give yourself the oxygen mask first. When the whole lawsuit is about people that died in a darn plane crash, and then Dorit is like dapping her up, like, well, that's better. That makes at least then you care. Like, I'm gonna let Dorit go because Dorit, I think that Kathy ain't wrong. Dorit, she's not she's not that sharp a knife because she didn't even know that what glue is made of. So I'm not gonna go hard on Dorit from that. She didn't get it. That was wrong. And I think Erica knew exactly what she was doing by using that analogy. I don't think that was a bad turn of phrase. Erica is a lot of things, but she is not stupid. I can tell you that. And she don't care about the people. And listen, I'm gonna be fair. What Erica is trying to say is she's a victim also. She had a 20-year life of luxury, sleeping with this man who she said herself couldn't keep it up. And being with this 80-year-old man, and she didn't sign up for not when he passed away being left all that fortune. She did her work. She stayed with his crusty behind for 20 years, and he seemed to not be very nice to her, and she feel like she is do her due. And her point is, why am I liable for what he did at work? I get her saying that. I can understand what she's saying, but you got to have some empathy for those people, Erica, because you were married to him and your life was funded allegedly by these people's settlements that their family members should have received. And I mean, some could say you've got to be like, okay, well, at least Erica being real evil. But anyway, all right. Kathy scrolls in, child, looking like a little pink, beautiful Barbie doll. I'm sure Paris and Nikki dressed her. And she says, hey girls. Listen, from now on, when that's how you clear broads for the beginning, like buckle up, broads. From now on, when I enter a room and I'm just trying to annoy people, I'll be like, hey girls, but I'm gonna say hey girls because I call girls girls. It was everything. This whole notion Andy was talking about what started or got Kathy kicked off. We did get some insight, but I didn't like that Kathy was not owning up to the fact that she was pissed that Rena ordered that 818 and was like dropping the Kardashians' name. She was annoyed by that. In the end, she fessed up, but it was a little like, girl, that ticks you off. It ticked me off. It was rude. Rena knew what she was doing. And Rena was like, well, I supported you all along. Yeah, but you knew you knew what you were doing. But I get it. She was mad at her. She was like, it ain't for me to be mad at this broad. It's for me to be mad at the lack of response from my sister, from the same broad that talks smack about our sister Kim. So being the oldest, I'm an older sister also. And you feel responsible like a parent, like a mother with your siblings, especially sisters. So I can see Kathy being pissed with Kyle, like, yo, you got me on this show. And some are saying she didn't want her on the show, and I could see where Kyle probably didn't. But anyway, I'm on this show with you. I'm your sister. I'm giving you storylines, and you don't defend me against this heifer that was talking smack about Kim when she was down and out. Like I feel like in family, especially with sisters, we are always like, you need to be ride or die, and we can handle our stuff behind closed doors. Period. Real sisters, that's how you handle it. So I understand. I can get with Kathy being mad that her sister didn't have her back. Now, Kathy saying that she wanted to play that Michael Jackson song because she grew up with Michael Jackson. That was her best friend. And the DJ not recognizing that she was Kathy V. Hilton with her royalty complex. I mean, I don't blame her. I would be mad too. She said the dude was like, "Where are you from?" She's like, "LA." And he was like, "Well, go back there," or something like that. And she was mad. I mean, yeah, if I walk up to my sister and I'm like, "We out," my sister needs to ask me when we get in the car what that's about. Not, oh, I need to know. Like the fact that Kyle was even mad that Kathy was saying Kimasabi, the restaurant name, improperly. She was doing that on purpose to shade the restaurant or the bar. And Kyle was mad because Kyle has this other life there, obviously. And so it was just, she was like, it's Kimasabi, it's Kimasabi. Kyle looked terrified the whole reunion, y'all. Like she knows us about to tell her new behind. Um, then they play that comment back where Rena is all talking about some, it would give me cancer if I kept what happened inside. Girl, stop. That ain't nothing to joke about. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. And girl, like even Andy, I don't even like her. Andy, her. I don't care for Andy behind because she biases all get out. But even Andy was like, girl, you've been on this show, you done been through a lot, you done seen a lot, and you have done a lot. Let's not remember that you the girl that broke the glass at the table when Kim was like, you don't want me to tell your business, boo, because quiet as it's kept, I know about your husband. Right. Because the reality is they try to make it seem like Kyle's this big movie star. No, Kim is the big movie star in the family. Kim is the one that's the excellent actress. I don't know why the heck I can't say excellent tonight. Anyway, maybe because I haven't been on my excellence. I've been being low vibrational, but Auntie ain't gonna do it no more. I just, I had to get some stuff off my chest, these children. But I won't be commenting on it. No matter what they say, I promise y'all, Auntie ain't gonna be low vibrational no more. And y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, go look. Kyle looks scared to death the whole reunion. And I love how Kathy was dropping, like she was like, "It's my fault." Kathy was doing like grown white lady shade. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it, grown white lady shade, grown wealthy white lady shade. Where she was like, "Well, it's my fault, Andy. I'm not mad at anyone for bringing up. It's my fault because I set myself up for failure in that I was disappointed again by my sister that she didn't defend the family." Like I was like, Kathy was killing it from late jump. Um, and then Kyle starts crying and she's like, the only person that gets affected is me. It's me. And I'm just like, girl, your sister got affected. Kim got affected. Lisa Vanderpool's been lots of people have been affected, not just you, darling. Like, and then when Kathy checks her later and is like, I don't like this martyr attitude. Like you're the only person affected. The entire family is affected. Yeah, I was here for Erica saying, I was here for Kathy checking Erica after Erica says, well, you came up to me right after that DJ disrespected you and said some homophobic slur, she said. And Kathy immediately was like, no, I didn't. And so then Andy says, well, there was a full HR investigation. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Who investigated? Bravo had an HR investigation with a friend of the show problem. But y'all can do no hush. Y'all can do no investigation about what happened to me, but that's okay. I was like, huh? There was an investigation that Kathy said a homophobic slur. Y'all did HR. Okay, I see what's important. Only important because that would be important if she said that, but other things like whatever ain't important to y'all. Anyway, I love that Kathy was like, girl, Rena, didn't you say you preaching to the choir? And that sound like something Rena would say. I think it's funny that they said that Kathy called them girls peons. I can hear her saying that in a way, whatever. And I love when Kathy shut Lisa down. I was like, I know that you're having problems, Lisa. And Lisa was like, what you mean? And she was like, I don't know, but I know you're having problems. Like, don't try me, boo, because the investigation has been completed and you don't want me to go there. So I love the fact that when they were talking about who leaked this information, and then like people will tell on themselves. You just have to be quiet. Lisa then immediately says, well, TMZ called me immediately when I got home, and they were like, what happened at this restaurant, and blah, 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 blah. And so you just let everybody know that you on speed dial with TMZ, boo. I have not learned my sneeze button yet. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah. So I believe Erica leaked it, because it's like, get this heat off you, smoke off me, put it on. And quite honestly, it was a brilliant tactical move. I don't think it was her agent, just like Kathy said, because the agent is also the agent of one of her daughters, of Nikki. Erica, Erica, I would respect Erica more if she'd have been like, yeah, I did it. I was sick of y'all on me. Like, she kind of started saying that earlier in the season. Like, she was like, if y'all gonna be all on me for my misgivings, then we gonna be on Kathy too. Then she should have stayed with that. I think it would have garnered some respect. Oh, some more Kathy shade. When Kathy said, and I quote, I decided I'm gonna make Kyle happy and apologize to her on camera. Baby, that's some, ooh, that was some, like, that, ooh, I'm gonna make Kyle happy and apologize to her on camera, because that's all that matters to Kyle. That was a lot. And when Rena was trying to be like, but you would do this to tear your sister down, and Kathy was like, well, what you do to my sister Kim? Like, she wasn't letting off that neck, honey. And but yeah, Kyle, like, she was about to have a heart attack. And then toward the end, they gave each other a look, and then Kyle just fell apart. Like, Andy was like being messy. So are y'all going to Farrah's wedding? And Kathy was like, probably. That means no. There would have been an emphatic, yes, of course, that's my niece. No, probably means probably not. Um, Ciao. Ciao. Oh, and then Rena was going on this diatribe about, oh, and you screamed and yelled, and it was traumatic. And you can be traumatized without being hit. People can scream and yell. And then Andy again surprised me and was like, but Rena, you scream and yell at people. And Rena's response was, so roll that tape back, y'all. But she clearly said, so, like, shut up, Andy. Then they talked about how Paris and Nikki have been retweeting stuff and liking comments against their Aunt Kyle. And Kathy was like, yeah, my daughters, they have their mother's back and they're very protective, as they should, which was more shade for Kyle. Like, you should be protecting the family, honey. Yeah, Kyle acting like a martyr, ain't nobody. And then, like, Dorit getting involved when we get to the nitty gritty of the end of the reunion, of the sisters talking with each other, and Kathy being so, like, just calm, and Kyle just a freaking wreck because Kyle the guilty one. And Dorit getting in, and then Kyle turns to Dorit and is like, stay out of it. Do not interject. And then Dorit is like, well, we just trying to help this move along. Like, girl, Dorit, you might want, don't get his sister mess. Don't get it. Let them do what they don't get his sister mess. Don't do it. Especially not somebody like you that ain't that sharp. You ain't that quick. Like, Catherine already said you a peon and dumb as a doornail. Do what Kathy said allegedly. So, like, stay out of it, Dorit. I know you came from a place of care and concern because y'all besties now, like four flat tires. But when sisters are arguing, it's best to sit back and spectate, eat your popcorn, be quiet. And then they did a fake arse hug at the end. It was rough, y'all. It was rough. It was really, it was almost painful to watch that betwixt those sisters, that a television show. But like Kathy kept saying, it's not the show. Kyle is like, there was something I read yesterday on my post where she was saying that Kyle, like, will do anything for money. Kyle loves status, and she will throw her family under the bus every time. And so it's just sad. Like, I know that it brings a lot of opportunity to be on these reality TV shows, but it's just sad for a family to, like, go, like, unless I feel like they were already in a fragmented, broken space, and this just makes it worse. And like what happened with Kim is always still tragic. Quite honestly, I think they probably got on the show when it first started because of Kim's celebrity, not Kyle's. Kyle has surpassed her now as Miss Beverly Hills, but it was Kim. Kim was the one that we knew as a movie star. And Kyle, you did throw your sister under the bus. You did. It is what it is for a check, and that is not cool at all. I think this reunion did need 3 episodes, so that was fine. It did what it was supposed to do. Yeah, I liked it. I don't like the whole thing with Jax and Mauricio. I'm looking at you side eye. That I'm glad she did it. I'm hoping that Mauricio, no, because it wouldn't even be right if he thought that Erica was talking to her older son. Either way, it ain't no good look, Mauricio. Like, I see that people are saying they're not gonna watch a Netflix series now, allegedly, because of this. Like, you better put out an apology, a bravo-lology, like y'all do. They're supposed to just put a band-aid on it and fix it all. Anyway, love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in for my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion coverage. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that when I do my pop-ups or I post videos like this, you'll be notified. And then have my back in the comments. I appreciate y'all so much. Smooches, because Auntie Buffy is bored, honey. Obviously, she has got nothing to do because I'm retired. And playing in my greenhouse, and so I'm obsessed with Bravo. Smooches, y'all have a good day.
Please crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it, and then do
Before
something
you ball, because wealth whispers and money jingle jangles and screams.
Buffie Purselle, infinitely.